and this is the exact reason why I hate setting up anything ahead of time. Oh my gosh. YouTube just despite me clicking on the stream I wanted to stream, YouTube decided, "Oh yes, I'm going to go and put you in the wrong one." And you guys wonder why I don't pre-schedule everything. This thing decides, "No, let's not do that. Let's not go and do what needs to be done." Oh my gosh. I was so frustrated when it dumped you guys into the wrong chat. And then I had to figure out what was going on, because it dumped you into Blue and Rage instead of dumping you guys into Crime Scene Cleaner, because today is Crime Scene Cleaner. So I was so frustrated that that happened. I am sorry, guys, that the system did that to you guys. It dumped you all in the wrong one for the most part. But yay. But today we are playing Crime Scene Cleaner. That's the game we're supposed to be playing today. Bloom and Rage is tomorrow, or not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. It's just, for some reason, YouTube, despite me putting it in correctly yesterday, decided to auto switch into putting both of them at the same time. So I'm very frustrated that happened to you guys. I'm just like, ugh. It's frustrating. But yeah. Let me see how everybody's doing. Is everybody able to see? YouTube's giving me the audio bit rate thing that it likes to do. But, oh, it's so frustrating. But yeah, so I had a productive morning. I got some writing done. So I was working on a scene. I still don't know where the scene is gonna go in terms of the grand scheme of everything. Like, I don't know where it goes in the hospital, the supernatural clinic story. But I was like writing I was trying to write a cute scene, where basically the idea of the scene is that you have the protagonist, right? In this hospital clinic story, and basically the protagonist at some point will find out, like the character Sadie will find out about Aaron being a werewolf. So I had to be like, okay, what does that interaction look like? And because right now I don't know what is the lead up to those scenes, right? I don't know the lead up to these scenes yet, because I'm writing something that I know this scene is far in the future, but I don't know where it leads. But that's okay, because when you write stories, like, it's good to have actually the scene. If you have a scene that is something from the future, it's good to write it when you write it, because then you have the dot of where to connect to find the middle, right? And so basically it allows me to like see, okay, this is point A, this is point B. How do we get from point A to point B? We know how point B is supposed to be, but what happened in between there? So I was trying to write these scenes, because I was like, well, now that they're right now in my mind, why don't I write them? So I was writing the scene, because since the Sadie, the character Sadie, in my story, she's like kind of she's been friends with the character Aaron for like for almost their entire lives. So having her be like super 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 shocked, like, one, is out of character for her. Now, don't get me wrong, she is going to be still shocked. She's still going to have a bit of like, okay, I need to process some things, but her character is like, well, is like easygoing for the most part. That's her thing. She's like everything's above her pay grade. She's like, I I see it, but like I don't really, I'm not gonna really get into it. And so for her, um, I was writing her character, um, and how she would react to it, and something that I wanted to do with hers is that it wouldn't have been right to be like, sorry, oh, my head's stuck. My head's stuck. Oh gosh. No. I sneezed and my head got stuck like this. Oh gosh. That's what happens when you sneeze. Okay, how am I gonna fix this? How am I, is there a way I can fix this? Is it even showing that you guys, that I'm live? To you guys? I don't know. But yeah, basically for that character, oh my gosh, my head is like still stuck. Oh, no, it's not. But like that character is it wouldn't have felt right if she was like, "Oh, I'm freaking out. Like, everything's a paradigm shift and I'm going to be angry at him for not telling me sooner." And I'm like, that doesn't feel like Sadie. For her character, I wanted with her reveal to be that she's like, yeah, I know this. I know I found out the secret not in the way that you wanted to, and it was your secret to keep. Like, and you need to process me knowing the secret, but also I need to process my whole life and how, like, a lot of I need to recontextualize a lot of things. So I did it from like I wanted to approach that scene from like how someone who is very emotionally intelligent would approach the scene, which Sadie is. That's her big thing. She's very emotionally intelligent, and she knows that he didn't tell her that secret for a reason. It's his secret to have, but they both deserve equal time to process. So she's I wanted to do with that scene was like have her like first not know what to do. Like she's like, I just need to go to bed. I need to go to bed and go and lay down because I am like um I need time to think. And for him, he's expecting the normal character interaction of like, oh, they found out my secret type thing. And for that, for him, he's like, if it will make you feel better, I'll sleep in the basement. Um, if it makes you feel safe. And so it's a very like touch and go type thing. And then I wrote the scene where this is like fast forward to the morning. They are eating breakfast and she's like breaking the ice and makes a joke, is like he's cowering into his cereal bowl, freaking out because he's like, oh no, she knows, and I don't know how she's gonna how she's like taking it and stuff like that, and she just like breaks the ice with like, aren't you supposed to be the scary beast? Like, aren't you supposed to be the scary monster? Why, basically saying like, why are you scared of me right now? you know and so then she breaks the ice and she's like, relax, and she she goes and she tells him, everything that he wants to hear, but also everything, like, explains that she needs time to process everything. And I wrote that scene from a healthy place, for the characters. And then I wrote this future scene. Then after that, I got like a glimmer of what would a scene where they finally feel comfortable. Because I was like, okay, that led to me thinking about what would a scene where both characters are comfortable with the idea that the other one is who they are, right? And so I was like, okay, I want to write a scene where, like, jump cut to whenever the next full moon is for this character, and set in my universe, right? One of the main characters that is a werewolf, he is a blood werewolf, meaning that he was born a werewolf. So he turns into a wolf, actually, not like a half human hybrid weird thing. He can do that, but he's like, but like full moon, they're turning into wolves. But it's based off of the Irish Phalad story of that those werewolves are basically they turn into wolves, but they're still themselves. They're not like some weird compartmentalized wolf version of their brain. It's just like, oh, I now don't have opposable thumbs. So I kind of wanted to create something with that scene where it was like a nice tender moment where they're like, it's their first time feeling comfortable with this reality, right? She's like extending an olive branch and being comfortable with this reality. And so like I wrote it as like he turns into his wolf self. She goes down to the basement. She's not supposed to go down to the basement. He doesn't want her to see him like that, and that's understandable. No one wants, you don't want people to see you at your worst time. But she's like, she sees him. He's like getting ready to watch Netflix and stuff like that, and just like mope. And she's like, she's giggling because he's like, how he operates his TV setup is that, those buttons that you can give to dogs where they could talk to you, right? I kind of wrote it as like he has those buttons, and he has like pre-recorded things where he recorded his voice into these buttons, and so he just has to smack them, and it'll say like, Alexa, turn on Netflix, or Alexa, turn on Jujutsu Kaisen, or stuff like that. So I wrote it as that, and she's just like giggling, and how the fact that that's the system he came up with. That's the system he came up with to go and like make it bearable. And so he's like, he's doesn't feel comfortable with this because he's like he can't talk. Obviously he can't talk, and it's hard for him to protest this. And she's like, don't worry, I will leave before sunrise. Because how I wrote these werewolves is that they're not feral beasts. Like, he's still him. It's just when he gets there, the transformation happens from when he's in current transformation, it's a very painful process. So you would be lashing at, if with the amount of excruciating pain that he would be exhibiting, it, like, he needs to be away from her. So that's the idea. So what he does, so they go and they watch Netflix and stuff like that, and she gets up and goes and leaves when it's like almost close to like sunrise, and then then she like goes and does that. She goes to sleep in her like room, and it's a very comforting moment because it's kind of like they're finally like getting used to this reality. They're trying to start. They're making the effort to get comfortable with this reality, and it's a really nice thing. I think it's a really cool thing. It allows for a lot of stuff to happen with their characters, and I'm really it helps at least. Let me see. I don't even know if you guys are even able to see this stream. Like, is it even showing that I'm alive? I don't know. I don't even know if it's showing if I'm live or not. I don't even know. But yeah, so basically so I wrote the scene so that way it's extending the olive branch, they're having this nice and tender moment. And it was a very nice thing because now I know where I need to go with their with the story, with that aspect. I'm trying to figure out other aspects. I'm trying to write like stuff that like where other things lead, so I'm like trying to figure out like other like aspects that I can add to the story, and what other future scenes I can like conceptualize now so I can eventually write them later. Because that's the important thing is writing. I gotta find the ending. I gotta find the ending of the story. You don't actually have a story till you have the ending. That's a major mistake that happens with a lot of stories and a lot of series is that they will go and they'll write a story, but they actually won't have an ending for the story. So the story doesn't know where to go. And so because the story doesn't know where to go, it starts to stop making sense. So what's important with the story is to go and find that ending so that way you know where the story needs to go from that point. Because for example, like you could see it with shows like Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is an excellent example where the first two seasons it's very clear that the first two seasons were written in a way that they were written together. I could tell that the first two seasons were written together because they feel very cohesive. Everything has something that lines up to the other one. There's a lot of callbacks and there's a lot of foreshadowing. So but when you get to like season 3 starts going all over the place where you start losing like understanding of where the story's going, and you start losing what is going on with the characters, and also the characters stop acting like themselves, which is never good. You can actually lose the plot. And also another thing is that you can with Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, like it lost its tone as well, because Chilling Adventures of Sabrina was something where it was definitely one where like you had horror aspects. It was you had gory aspects. It wasn't in any way being cutesy with it, but at the very end of the day, it functioned like a slice of life but with dark humor. And then when they get to season 3, the first 2 episodes feel like it's going that direction. And then after those first 2 episodes, it loses the plot so hard. And so, which could be a change in writers. They could have changed writers at that moment, and that's why it happened. Or they just like they forgot where they were going with it. A lot of things could happen with the story that could have happened um to Sabrina to cause it to be that way. But at the end of the day, Sabrina lost its spark of what it was, because it stopped being this like Sabrina against the world. It was Sabrina against the world for the most part. Was her main thing. Then it became Sabrina against people. Which it's like when you have a story, it's okay to have multiple different like conflicts, but your main conflict can't change like mid story. First 2 episodes of season 3 were setting up it was going to be Sabrina against society. Because the whole idea was she was going to become the Queen of Hell. She was going to become the Queen of Hell. She was going to collect these souls. And she was going to have antics in hell. And that was what was set up. But then they were like, oh, let's bring the guy Caliban and stuff like that. Let's do a bunch of like tournaments to see who gets the spot. And it ended up really messing up the story, because then it stopped being, okay, we're going to have this slice of life, her getting used to becoming the Queen of Hell, but also balancing being a witch, and also balancing going to school, because she's balancing 3 different things. So that would have been a cool dynamic to explore, but they didn't explore it. Which is understandable. It happened, like I said, it's their story, that they wrote it the way they wrote it, but it really changed what was going on. You have to have consistent conflict. If you could change like the sub conflicts, like bring in like little sub conflicts, but the main conflict of what the story is about can't change. That is the one thing that is integral to the whole story, is to figure out what is your main thing, because then that tells you how everything goes. Like first, for example, I was watching a video essay that was really well done. Where they were talking about how Frieren is actually person versus nature. Because technically the demons in Frieren, they don't function with any malice. They function like nature, because nature, when you go up against an animal, it's not the animal trying to be malicious towards you. They're not doing it just because they're evil. They're doing it because they need to eat. They need food. And so it's understandable why the animal acts the way it does. Whereas, take for instance, for like if it was like person versus person, then yeah, of course the monster is going to act a certain way. Of course the monster's going to act the way it does. Let me see. Me delete lost records, because like I hate that it did that. It dumped everybody in the wrong one. There. Got it. Good, good. I'm right now setting things like right. But yeah. You guys will eventually show people will show up eventually, and that it's frustrating that it did that, because what it does is then the algorithm doesn't know what to do. Because it's like, okay, we have these two videos, we dumped them into one, so now, like, maybe that's the end. Let's not push out the other one, and it messes up the visibility of my videos sometimes, because, like, then it causes that you guys can't find my videos, and it's annoying. So I'm so frustrated that it happened, but there's nothing I can do. People are gonna probably watch it later and be like, oh my gosh, I missed the stream. But it is what it is. It happens. But yeah. But eventually, this is, like I said, this is exactly why I don't usually go and schedule things ahead of time. I wanted to see if the reason why I scheduled the videos ahead of time, I was like, well, let me set up the week, because I already know how the week's gonna go for the most part. So I wanted to, like, set it up, get it all ready, and then it didn't go the way I planned. So that happens sometimes. But it is what it is. But we're gonna, at least we got crime scene. We're gonna do crime scene cleaner. We're gonna get it done. Have fun. We're gonna explore this haunted house, and it's gonna be a cool little experience. Finish. I'm trying to finish my coffee. But yeah, I also am trying to, like, listen to Apothecary Diaries, because one of the best ways to, like, teach yourself how to write is to go and listen to other people's writings, and to, like, go and watch how other people do their stories, especially really good ones. If you could find really good examples of story creation where you really liked how that story was told, it can give you a lot of information of how to organize your story for foreshadowing, for themes, and stuff like that. So I've been, for my stories, because, like, Apothecary Diaries and Free Run have been so influential recently, and it inspired me so much because they're really good stories. Um I've just been, like, going and rewatching them and trying to take different pieces and watch other people's dissections of those stories and see how they differ, because I'm trying to use those details, because there's different things that I value from Apothecary Diaries and Free Run. Free Run, I value how they tell backstory. They tell backstory. They use flashbacks in the correct way, where you're not using it to set up, you're using it to go and add information, but not information that couldn't have been truly exposited in some other way. Flashbacks are really good if you want to show the gravity of a situation that's being described, or to have context that you wouldn't have been able to describe solely based on delivering information or creating inference with the audience. And so it's like, you need it to be very blatant, because whatever it is, it's not going to be it's going to be obvious whatever's happening is going to be obvious for the audience. So whatever you do, you have to have something that sets it up. So like the video essay I was watching that described it very well is Freerun has multiple scenes where she will experience something or she'll react to something, and then that will trigger the flashback at some point. So like a good idea of it is that, like, for example, the beach episode. There's a beach episode in Freerun where they're cleaning up the beach. Fern, she's there because she's like, she's following Freerun. She's doing those things, and it's all for a tome that she knows is fake. Freerun knows that this tome that they're gonna give her at the end of it is fake. It's a fake tome. None of the magic spells actually work. And so they clean up the beach, and while they're cleaning up the beach, time passes, and they're getting the beach ready for like a New Year's celebration, in which you learn from a flashback that Freerun missed the last one, and it meant a lot to Himmel that Freerun missed this celebration. She missed the celebration. She missed the fact that they had gone, and she didn't show up. She overslept, and it doesn't seem like a very pivotal scene till you finally get you finally get to her in the morning, where she has Fern drag her to this, and she goes and she watches the sunrise, and she realizes why it recontextualizes that flashback for her, because she realizes why Himmel wanted her there so much. It's not because he wanted her to see the sunrise. It's that he wanted her to experience the sunrise with them. It's not the sunrise itself, it's the people that were with you when you saw it. And it's a very great way of showing like flashback, because sure, yes, she could have said, "Oh yeah, Himmel, I didn't go to the last one." She could have said that. But what was important in the flashback that we needed to see was the fact that Himmel was very, very displeased. That she overslept and didn't go to this. Like, it really meant a lot to him. She could have said that they didn't like it, but seeing viscerally that him being super disappointed solidifies why it was so important to her. It's also moments like, for example, the like when she goes to like go, for example, when she goes to these different places and she sees like statues of Himmel. She gets flashbacks of Himmel like, "Oh yes, I'm posing. Is this a good pose? Is this great? Is that awesome?" And she remembers how funky it was. And then like but we get Himmel saying the reason. Himmel says the reason of why he has all these statues built everywhere of him. It's not just that he doesn't want her to forget his face, because he knows that she will one day forget the party in some way, shape, or form, and she will want to hold on to that memory of them because they were really true friends. But it's also so she doesn't feel lonely. It's kind of like a a forgiveness from a I forgive you from the past in a way, because every time she sees a statue of Himmel, it's his way. She remembers the party. She remembers when she had friends, and it reminds her to stay connected with people. It's a reminder. So it doesn't function as a memorial in a way. It functions as something of a not only a souvenir from their trips, but it's also a comfort because she knows in the next city she'll see Himmel again, even though Himmel is long dead. Himmel has not been alive for several years now. You know, it's his way um of staying connected with her beyond time, because she's going to be the only one that's left at some point. She has a very long lifespan. She's not Himmel's life is a grain of sand and a giant vat of rice. No, geez. Grain of sand in a giant desert. Sorry, I was trying to say something and then I lost the context. Um, he's a grain of sand in a giant desert. His life is going to be very minuscule in terms of how long she will remember it and have the experience. But with him, his image showing up over and over and over, it's in a way Himmel never dies, and that's important. So, like I said, I like taking that aspect. I'm trying to take that aspect from Freerun. I'm also trying to take the aspect of like going and writing these parallel relationships. A relationship that's long dead juxtaposed to a relationship that is living and here in the now. So I'm trying to do that because I have a similar dynamic in my story that I'm trying to do, where I have the professor and the doctor character that they were exes. They're exes. They broke up at some point along the lines. And that's mostly because, extenuating circumstances came into their life, and they kind of, it's not that they didn't love each other or they ended on bad terms. It's just stuff happened and life got real. And I want to juxtapose that to the experiences of the main characters in my story, because it will recontextualize things from their relationship that they find similar, because they're going to serve as mentors in a sense. They serve as mentors to the characters. One, the professor serves as a mentor in writing to Sadie, whereas the character of the doctor serves as a mentor to Aaron. So it's a way for them to go and work together in a way and work cohesively. So I'm trying to use that, use how they sprinkle information into it. I'm trying to also use like similar things that like Freerun did with like science and magic. So I'm studying that. I'm also been studying apothecary diaries and how you set up a mystery. Because even though this is not a mystery series, right? It's not a mystery series, but you could take a lot from mystery series, because an aspect I love in mystery series is that you can read a mystery and know the ending of how it ends. But the journey to solving the mystery always shocks you. And because you forget the little details that led up to it. And so it's almost like rediscovering the mystery over again. And that's something I really wanted, an aspect I'm trying to like bottle in a way, and try to put into all of my stories, because I really love that aspect about mystery novels, is that you literally are able to like bottle it up, like you're not bottle up brain, you're able to like tell a story and then give a reason to go back, because you're always gonna find something new. There's always gonna be something new that you're gonna see that's gonna retextualize everything. That's something that I appreciate about Apothecary Diaries, is that there's so many things that when I rewatch it, and I also read the light novel again. I've been rereading the light novel, and there's more aspects that I notice now that I didn't notice before. And it's very cool, because I want to take that aspect, because it recontextualizes scenes for me. That's something that I want. I want when you watch one of my stories, when you first watch it, the scene means something, and at first, and then when you rewatch it, I want you to like be like, oh, that scene was not how I actually thought it was going. You know, kind of like when I in Apothecary Diaries, when one of the most scenes that solidify that for me was when Gyoku gives when Jinshi gives his hair stick to Mao Mao, and Gyoku has the comments on it while putting it in her hair properly. She says that, oh, you're no longer mine. She says it. No, it's in the book. They changed it for the anime a little bit, so it'd be a little more subtler. But the reason why she says that is that because of Jinshi's status and the meaning of the hair stick, when you first see the hair stick, you're like, oh yeah, that's him wanting to court Mao Mao, obviously. But you don't realize that that is actually, considering his high status in the story, he's very high status. He's even higher status than Gyoku. That's basically him saying, no one touched this one, I'm going to marry her. That is, and that in Gyoku's mind, Mao Mao stops being her maid, basically. In Gyoku's mind, Mao Mao has stopped being her maid, and she has officially become a sister-in-law, basically. She's become a sister-in-law. And so you see it with how Gyoku, treats Mao Mao, and how the maids treat Mao Mao. Now, at first, they're like, oh, Mao Mao's a poison tester. We don't want Mao Mao to lift a finger because we think she was abused. That's what everybody thinks, because she's got like scars on her arms. But later on through the story, you notice Mao Mao's the vertical stream says chapter 2. Oh my gosh, the vertical stream has been glitched out too. Great. Hey, Edward. Welcome. Let me fix it. Today has not been going well. Today has not been going well at all. First off, Edward, this YouTube decided to dump everybody in the wrong chat. So, if you're wondering why there's not a lot of people, that's why. YouTube decided, you know what? I'm not going to dump everybody in the correct chat. I'm just going to put people in the wrong one today. And so now YouTube doesn't know what to do. Oh, it's your birthday soon? Oh, happy birthday. I hope your birthday goes well. It's in 10 days. Aw, that's wonderful. Well, at least you'll be able to, you know, see me before I go on. Like, you'll be able to see me probably around your birthday. Ooh, what is Jen's like? What is that place like? Is it like a bar, or is it like a restaurant or something? Or like an arcade? What is it? What is it? Because by my house, I actually have like a classic, if you, something that we have is a living museum. We have a actual 80s arcade that someone had collected all of the arcade games, the arcade machines from history, and so they opened up an 80s arcade that's meant to function as a living museum, and you could actually go in there and play arcade games that don't exist anymore. Oh, it's a Korean barbecue place? Oh, that would be so good. Oh my gosh, Korean barbecue would be so good. I want to do that in hot pot. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, so it's for us, like my brothers and like my friends, we go there once in a while. We'll go there all the time because it's so much more fun than going to like Dave and Buster's or like any of these other ones, because these are classic retro arcade machines. You're playing like the original Dance Dance Revolution. You are playing Pac-Man. You're playing, Fix It Felix. Q*bert. You're playing these classic Japanese games as well. So like Tom Tom, and like there's so many things. And they also hold tournaments. They hold tournaments every like week. They hold a tournament where you could play Super Smash Bros. And if you win the tournament, they'll sometimes give you like sometimes it's a cash prize of like $1,000, and sometimes it's you get like a game console of some sort. But it's so cool, and it's one of the only places where you can get like Japanese candy there, because they import a lot of Japanese stuff there, so you're getting classic stuff. And it's the only place I've found that there's only 2 places that I know of where I live where they serve coffee jelly. Oh my gosh, coffee jelly is hard to find. We rented a trailer for our family reunion, a big arcade cabinet and Pac-Man thing. I forgot, don't exist anymore. Nah, one day I'll go and I will go into this place and I'll show you guys what it looks like, because it's super retro. Super retro. It's old as hell. Now, don't get me wrong. They do have newer games, so it's not like completely committed to the bit, but still, it's pretty cool. You can play pinball there. They have Pong. They actually have Pong. You can play Pong, which is wild. They also have like for a while, they actually had a discontinued machine that kept breaking people's arms, and there was only 64, like 64 or 65 of those um arcade cabinets that existed, and I got to experience that one before they were forced to sell it back to the manufacturer. Um they were forced to sell it back because that basically that one kept breaking people's arms, and so the manufacturer actually had to recall all of them, all of the arcade cabinets, and they've been trying to get them back for years now. And so what they did, they used to have it where basically you arm wrestle this plastic arm, but it kept on breaking people's arms because your arm would rotate in the wrong place, um, which happens, you know. But I got to experience that machine before it got completely recalled, and so I wish I took a picture of it when I did it, because I didn't know about the recall till like the machine was gone. I didn't know that was how rare that machine was playing it. But it's super cool that I got to play it actually. They also have like the old retro like light gun shooter horrors that you would play when, you know, so like Army of the Dead and other stuff. So it's a really cool arcade. But the only thing is that it's not great for bringing kids in. Like, kids are heavily not encouraged because, oh my gosh, that place, if you go there, you're gonna get a secondhand high because everybody's smoking weed in that place. That everyone smokes weed in that place. And so just imagine you open the door and you're getting hotboxed when you go in there. It's like perpetual like secondhand high in there. And so like we go there once in a while, but that's something we also have to keep in mind, is that when we go there, oh boy, it like we have to be like prepared, you know, when we go there. But yeah, that place is where we go all the time. We also have like a very famous comic book shop that has existed for like super 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 long, but that one's like a bit far out of our way. We actually have to drive a pretty good distance. But that place is so gigantic, and it has a comic book library. You can actually find rare comic books at this place. I'm not gonna say the place because it's gonna immediately dox me probably. Because I don't know if they have like a second location or anything like that. But it's very famous. I'm just gonna say that it's very famous. It's very cool. Like everything there is like amazing. It looks cool. The only thing that I will say is that they don't have enough of a anime library. Like their collection of anime is very small. Like comparably. Compared to their like comic book section. Their comic book section is like actually like gigantic. It takes up like a 1/3 of the whole store. And it's on like very high shelves. Think of how a library has very gigantic shelves. Like Beauty and the Beast level, where you need to be on a ladder on rails to get some of these volumes. That's how big it is. It's gigantic. And the store is actually 2 stores, because they have the store, which has a second floor. I might add. It has a second floor of this whole thing. And then they have another store that's next door that is just dedicated to video games and D&D, and they run like card they do like they run like D&D games and like different TCGs and stuff like that over there. And you could like buy dice and like painting kits and other stuff like that. And so it's like very famous. It's a very famous comic book shop that has existed for like longest time. I think it's one of the first comic book shops in the United States. Don't at me. I don't know if it's true, but I think that it's one of the first that existed. So it's that's why it's super 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 famous. But yeah, I I got to go there a couple of times and it's really good. I'm still like salty that they don't have a good anime section. I want them to have a better anime section, but like I have a lot of cool places by my house where I get to like go to like very Japanese experiences. This is why I say that my where I live is very Japan coded. Like a lot of people like can say like, "Oh yeah, like I do acknowledge having a lot of Japanese stuff where I around where I live is not normal, especially in the especially when you live in the States and especially in the South. You would not expect that. But but it's just how it is. But it astonishes me all the time where I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much of it. Which I love being a connoisseur of Japanese culture. I still want to go to probably one of the collab cafes because we also have collab cafes. So I want to go to I was thinking of maybe going to like there's a Dragon Ball one and there's like a One Piece one. The One Piece one is good. The One Piece one they have Korean street corn dogs that you can buy and they're pretty gigantic and they're good. I was thinking about probably going there maybe one day where like I can like go in there. And then there's a Naruto one. The Naruto one I'll probably do one day because the Naruto one like the staff dress up in like Naruto gear, which is funny. And it's a sweet old couple. It's a sweet older couple that they just happen to love Naruto so much that they decided, yeah, I'm just gonna open a permanent collab cafe, which is amazing. So yeah, we have a Naruto restaurant here, where it has like a bunch of Naruto merch. It looks like the inside of one of their isekais, and it's really cool. And I think there's a couple of other pop-up ones that are coming up. Um, but I still have to feel I'm playing with like different animation styles. I just made a breakthrough with animating the animated the animated videos because for the longest time I've been doing both 2D and 3D because I've been trying to figure out which ones fit better, like it feel better to do. And for the longest time I was doing the 2D, but it was taking so long for me to draw all of the poses and all of the different things that I was like, okay, is there any way I can do this a little faster because like I could definitely do this, but it's just gonna take a very long time. And so I was like trying the 3D way, and the 3D way it was also being annoying because I was like, oh my gosh, I have to like pose everything, and then the mouth wasn't syncing up very well, and it was just like, oh my gosh. But then I eventually got it to where I figured out how to set up a like an alternate version of motion capture using a like weird method. And so now the 3D one is now become front runner for how I'm probably going to animate everything. I still can't animate it. The only downside is I can't do it live. I can't like animate stuff live. That's the only problem I have right now because it requires too much power, and two, it has a lot of issues where it doesn't want to connect right when I do that. So I have to end up like abandoning it sometimes. But yeah, so that that's something I've been working on in the background. So I'm almost done with one of the videos. I'm almost. And I'm prepping it because I'm letting you guys know right now I'm gonna not be streaming like around the early August. I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be taking a break in early August. So just letting you guys know that I'm gonna go on a small hiatus. Don't worry, you're gonna have videos, but I'm right now recording a lot of videos and getting them ready, but I'm trying to see if I can push out the animated content for that hiatus period. But yeah, let's get into the game because we need to get into Crime Scene Cleaner. Hopefully at some point everybody's able to join in. Because it's a bit frustrating that everything's like being the way it is. Okay, let me minimize this. All right. And then this, I'm just going to put the settings onto large screen because like at this point we don't need it to be small anymore. Okay, and then let me add the chat. There you go. Chat will stay in the front. And this, and then this. Let me get everything set up. Oh, let me turn off the glitch counter. All right, and then I'm going to turn off the glitch counter because we don't need it. We don't need it because Crime Scene Cleaner never really glitches. I'm not going to, not jinxing it. Not jinxing it. But it doesn't really glitch too much. So. All right, everybody looks good. Great. Let me fix how the game looks right now because the game is, because I decided to full screen it so I could see better. Game is a bit there we go. And then let me fix the vertical and we're gonna get into it. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go make it small, make it small, and then that's gonna go like that, and then this is gonna go like this. Yeah, that's better. And then we're going to close. And we're going to put this over here. And let's get into it. All right. Crime scene cleaner. Oh, I forgot. I need to turn off my... Put everything in my headphones. There we go. All right. And then... Let me check on the stream one last time before I go and do anything. See. All right, and then let's go here, this, and let's change this from just chatting to crime scene cleaner. Crime scene cleaner. All right, click done. And let's get into this. All right. Hey, Super Julio. Welcome. Yeah, it happens, you know. It's good to see you, because right now, like, YouTube glitched out, and so now, like, I don't have anybody in the YouTube chat, so... So, you're actually first in... one of the first in the stream right now. Yeah, what happened was that literally, YouTube sometimes does is if I pre-schedule a video, instead of doing the video that's scheduled for the day that I am doing it, YouTube will decide to do any of the other ones that are not scheduled for that day. And so I pre-scheduled the video, forgetting that it does that sometimes. And that's what happened. Unfortunately. But is what it is. Alright, so this is what we're doing today. You don't gotta know my name, but I know you, Mr. 𝐂𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐞. As you know, this world is ruled by hackers and real estate agents. And guess who the OG among them? Yours truly. I hardly ever screw up. But this time I dropped the ball. The housing market's going wild. So obviously I had to mess with the price of a dope house that had my eyes on it. Hacked into the smart home system and freaked out the family living there. Had them thinking it was haunted. Never saw the murder-suicide plot. Okay, that's not great. And let's see. Coming. My bad. Can you sort out the mess for me? There is a reward waiting for you. Okay. So that's good. Alright, we'll do that. Unpaid treatment. Mr. 𝐂𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐞, this is the last time I'll remind you to cover all your payments that are already overdue. Maximum payment term is 60 days. You owe our clinic $23,000. And it increasing by $1,500 a day. That is a nightmare. We rather not stop Elena's treatment. But if you don't pay us by the end of the month, you won't leave us a whole lot of options. I played Boris game for a few streams ago, and it did suck. The resolution in the VSync was terrible to play with. I know. Ever since you helped me, it's as if every day brings another miracle. I thought I was already done for. You know, all the debts, no good school, normal work is already doing better. Recently, I met a girl, Trisha. We instantly clicked. She also belongs to the streets. So she gets me. Okay. She makes great music, and I know she'll rock it one day. It's weird. It kind of makes me think more about life. Or she don't know. I hope. Okay. Alright. So now we got our assignment. Let's go. Oh, our little good boy. Our good boy. Let's give you all the pets.
But you're still a good
boy. Dexter. Dexter, you're just the sweetest boy. You're just the sweetest boy. You deserve all the pets. I know. We're gonna pet you so much. You get 4 pats every single time. Before we leave. Oh my gosh. One last one for the road. Dexter. Why do we have candles? Oh, I forgot. We didn't pay the light bill. Okay. Alright, let's go. And this is where we gotta go. Yep. Start this. Location size. Cool. Okay. Alright, let's get to this haunted house.
It'll be a long night. Don't ask me why smart houses began to creep the shit out of me. I saw so many weird things all in one place. No wonder those people went mad. If I didn't know, I would have gone mad too.
Yeah, we'll see how that went. Oh, that's creepy. Just have a ball roll down the staircase? Like in every horror movie? How has... since the last time I was in one of your streams. I've been doing good. I got some writing done. So... let me see. Let's solve our crime scene.
Neighbors to death. The only way to fight these insane housing prices.
Okay, let's solve the crime scene. But yeah, basically, I've been doing good. I'm writing 7 different stories actively right now. So, one I've been working on is a supernatural, that's not creepy at all. This whole place. Why would you have a window in a bathroom? Okay. But I've been working on a supernatural clinic story because there's, you know, I wanted to do like Grey's Anatomy, but animate and make it supernatural. You know, because I'm like that.
Shit, this job will kill me one day.
Yeah, that's not creepy. So here's a bedroom. As I work on book names. What the fuck? Okay, that's creepy. Are we sure this is not actually haunted? Because that doesn't seem like... okay, that's excessive. This doesn't seem like a smart home did it. How does someone have this much blood? And no visible wounds? That's kind of disturbing. Okay. There's so much wrong with this. Okay, there's a door that... there's a secret door here, most likely. Look at this. Just walks into the wall. Okay. Okay, at least this one makes sense.
God.
Someone definitely got shot here. But yeah, so I'm working on a supernatural clinic story. I'm working on a kind of think Spy Family, but in D&D type story. So I'm working on that too. And then, ooh, there's a key. Let me grab the key. I'm trying to solve the... Can I just turn you off? You're just... Okay, I can't. Okay. Yeah, definitely I would be creeped out by this place, considering how much it's flickering. And there's so many sounds going on. Okay, where's the... So, we have this room. This room's open. Let's try opening this. Nope. Yes. Okay. Did we need to paint a sigil across the floor? Like, there's excessive and then there's this.
That haunted robot vacuum won't stop until I beat the shit out of it.
Like, why? If you were literally driving these people insane, like having the Roomba just paint like this, jeez. No wonder they lost their minds. Oh, that doesn't help. There's like a secret room in here as well. What's this?
In LA, this could have been a whole apartment.
There's like a secret room in here. Cool. We'll steal that. They got the crystal skull? Okay. I'm stealing it. They're dead people anyways. Harry Potter and the Goblet
Yeah, this is exactly the read I was
of
hoping for
clay?
right now.
Okay. Well. But like, so I'm working on that, and I'm working on another story that involves like my version of like Rapunzel. Oh gosh. Women crying and babies crying. Never a good sign. The cat video. Is this like Samara from The Ring? That I'm just gonna summon a cat that comes through the TV. Like... Alright, now we've blooped it. Okay. So let's solve the murder. Oh, I just realized that there's a dead person here. Okay. Okay. That's not creepy at all. So I think she might have... She definitely... Let me see.
After she killed her family, she finally stabbed herself in the heart. That's where maternal love comes from.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in stream. I'm doing something currently. Still listening. That's totally fine. Oh, broke something. Eh, oh well. It was broken anyways. Anyway. So we're gonna go back up here. Yeah, you got stabbed. That's this phone. Probably like a bunch of creepy text. Okay. It looks like you hit the light switch, so maybe you were the first one to die. This room looks pretty untouched. For the most part. Maybe she did this? Like, using the blood of this guy? me see. And then, though your hands look bruised. Your hands look bruised. Where's the radio coming from? Can I turn it off? Ooh, steal the ring. Yeah. So he was shot. So, like, for this one, definitely stabbed here. Shot here. Then probably went to check on the body. Most likely. Went to check on the body. Then, after checking on the body to see if the person was dead, then went down and killed. Did the last one. I think. I think that makes sense. Alright. Ooh, but the window is open. So maybe there's another side to the story. Maybe a break-in gone wrong as well? I don't know. Let's turn off the Roomba. Can I turn it off? No. Can't turn it off. Alright. Is there a way to turn you off? Oh, wow, there's pet prints. You know what would be funny? Is if the cat was haunting them. Because considering the footprints on, like, the walls, that would be the funniest situation. So the cat definitely died. That would be a funny situation. Oh my gosh. If they were actively actually haunted, but it was by their cat. Oh well. Time to set everything up. We found a rubber ducky of the day! The rubber ducky! It's a red one. We found a red rubber ducky. Still don't understand why you have a window. Why would you put a window there? That seems so impractical. That's just like... You're just gonna have people just looking at people while they're in the bathroom. Like... I don't see a universe where that's a good idea. Alright, let's get your stuff cleaned. This whole smart house. That reminds me. Helps find stains. Let's put this here then. Use. Thank you. Alright, now to clean. So yeah. Very cool. At least we're gonna get this blood splatter going. Just like the cat is just like meowing in the background. Alright, so let's go and clean this. Ooh, I need to swap mops. So there. There we go. There you go. Put that like that. Put this like this. Put that in there. Put this in there. Voila. Okay, we're back to normal.
The doors were locked, so she must have trashed the place herself.
Yeah, definitely. She would have gone insane if I had a cat that was just meowing. But, it is what it is. Alright. Time to sponge this area because we don't want to use the mop and break the vase. So. There we go. There. I think it's clean. Yeah, I think it's clean. Alright. So now, let me get my trash bag. And let's clean up the debris. Because we gotta clean up debris. That's part of it. Alright. There we go. There. Yes, I found it. Smart speaker. There. Now if I can find the remote so I can get rid of this white noise, that'd be amazing. But that'd be hopeful. I can't collect the toy? Oh. There. Got rid of the wine stem. Okay.
Started when Adam got back home from his studies. The first thing I noticed was the sudden temperature changes. It was either so cold in here that you could see your breath, or so hot that it felt like a fever. Then things started moving on their own at night.
Okay.
At that point, I was sure Adam was possessed.
Lady?
I had to save
Maybe,
save his soul from the evil spirit within him.
maybe if you were, like,
Fear and delusions let her
convinced, couldn't you have done something different? Like, I don't know, maybe keeping him out of the house for a little bit, seeing if the stuff continues. If the stuff continues, then maybe it's not him. But no, you wanted to go crazy and kill your entire family.
I'm a trash collector.
Alright. There we go. There. Don't see any in here. Okay, anything else I need to throw away? We're gonna get rid of this. We gotta find another smart speaker, I bet. That's probably what's crying right now. Alright. There you go. There. Anything else? Alright. Eventually we're gonna find it. Ooh. Rings. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Let's see if we can find a stupid smart speaker. There it is.
The devil's work.
There. Now it's not gonna keep playing like women crying. Because, don't get me wrong, I like the ambiance, but it gets annoying after a while. Like, of just like hearing it. Alright, am I able to... Oh, I'm able to punch it.
You either die cleaning or live long enough to be cleaned.
There you go, got rid of the Roomba. Alright, let's move you out of the way. Alright, where's my trash? Collect. Good, good, good. Collect that. And then collect this. Alright. So now we're doing good. Now it's a good thing. Now, I want to find the next radio, because if I can find the next radio so we can put on some music, that'd be amazing. Because we love a cassette tape. Ooh, someone is recording me. That's not a good sign. Alright, then... let's turn this around, so that way we can fix this, so that way, you know, it looks normal, and not that someone definitely died here. Alright,
I can't put it back like that.
what, is it like, I can't it's covered in blood? Okay. Okay, let's fix it. And then this. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright. So, all this looks good. And let's put her away. I accidentally punched her. Ah. Lady, you could have just stopped watching supernatural flicks for like a hot sec. And maybe like quarantined your son until you know, saw if he was actually possessed or not. Probably would have saved you a lot of time. But, it is what it is. These people don't have sense. Okay. Where's the next smart speaker? Because it's probably in here as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Oh, that's not creepy at all. Look at this. It shows a room that doesn't exist. Oh, that's creepy. But cool. And this is creepy as well. Look at that. Everything's upside down. Maybe how you open the room is you gotta do something special with the mirrors. I don't know. Oh well, we'll figure it out. But let's get a mop. And continue cleaning in here, because I gotta finish this area. There we go. Good. Alright. I turned off all the speakers, so shouldn't have too... Well, not all the speakers, but the ones on the lower floor. I still wish I could turn off the TV, though. Okay, bloody paw prints. Okay. I like a black light here. Alright. That's good. That's good. There. And then we're gonna do this, and there we go. There. All your cats are good. It's not haunted. It's that the guy... What the guy did is... We're cleaning up this house for a real estate bro. And what happened is that he wanted to drive people out of the house. So he knew the people had a smart home system. So he just decided to put creepy stuff. Do creepy stuff using the smart home system. So that way it would drive them out of their house. But then he didn't realize that the mother of, like, the son was, like, super religious. And so she killed the entire family. Because she thought her son was possessed. Very rash way of handling everything. There we go. Okay, let's get the stain out. There we go. Red wine's gone. I'm gonna need a sponge for this section. Good. That's gone. Get a trash can. Oh, gotta throw out the trash. There has to be like a speaker around here as well that I'm not finding. Okay. Good. And now let's go exploring. So this room is like pretty much done. Cat food. Cat food. Cat food. You are really prepared. More cat food. Collars. Ratatouille. That's funny. There you go. Good as new. Alright. Let me clean the bloody paw prints. Do that one. And I think that's everything in terms of this room. I wish I could turn off the TV, though. That would be very good. We have like a remote that we can like get. Oh, poor kitty. Ooh, steel. Oh, found more paw prints. There we go. And this room is pretty much done. There isn't any remote. I'm trying to find something, but I haven't yet found one. Trust me, I want to turn it off as much as you do. It's like super annoying. I do, but it's the ones that you have to like carry around right now. Well, we're just gonna walk away from it for like a hot sec and then we'll be fine. Hey CG, welcome! Okay. Let's see if there's any more smart speakers that we need to dispense. Where is... Is there anything to steal? Yes, another crystal skull. Nice. Alright, these people were loaded. Love it. Alright, let's grab it. Alright, let's grab this.
Let's get rid of that.
There. There we go. And might as well deal with the body anyways. Oh. Didn't mean to do that.
Blunt force trauma. Hit in the head many, many times.
Yeah, you did not deserve your mother putting you out, taking you out of this world like this. But, good luck. Oh, more creepy. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was funny. No, I want to grab him and put him in. There, good. Okay. Let's find... We gotta find wherever that speaker is. There's another speaker somewhere. And yet, I have not found it. The reflective surfaces are creepy, though. I'll give it that. But definitely not a haunted house. This, though, is a creepy thing. Oh, found another smart speaker. There we go. Now it's a little more quiet. Alright. Oh, actual music. Ooh. I got a... Is he? I got a report in the codex. Skill tree... No. There has to be, like, something else. I got, like, a report in the codex. Alright. Completed. Start hacking minigame. There are computers at crime scenes that contain some important information or evidence. Ah. Time to hack! Let me see. Make sure my face is not weird. There's brute force and then manual. We'll try brute force. Do I... Oh, I have to, like, sit here for it. Yeah, we'll just do manual. Okay. There we go. There we go, did it. Alright. Delete all of it. There we go. Alright, deleted all the footage. Okay, there's definitely a... Oh, yeah, I forgot to grab this.
Sometimes you really don't need much to make people go crazy.
Yep, definitely. That proves it. Okay, where is your speaker? Ooh, but we need to clean first. Don't mind me, I'm just cleaning your little thing here. I don't know if this is a chair or an ottoman or cube. Feels like a weird thing. Alright. Oh, there's the gun. Well, when in Rome.
Both barrels empty.
Both barrels empty. Okay. So we got 2 to the chest. There, a cassette tape. Yes, we got a cassette tape. Yes, cool. Alright, let's see. Oh my gosh. The unhinged. Look at this. Oh my gosh. No. It's just a bunch of rats. I wish I could jump on something so that way you guys could see it more clearly. But it's a bunch of rats that have stabbed a computer mouse. Oh my gosh. It's funny seeing all the unhinged things that I'm finding. Okay, found some files. That's a box. You have a lot of deliveries in this place. Yes, money. Oh, one of them is meeting for a secret date. With a mouse. I love this whole thing. Oh, let me get my mop and just clean this up. Ooh, good. Now that's clean. We'll just put this back up.
Interior design is my passion.
Perfect. And this place doesn't quite have too much blood, so that's a good thing. Yep, there we go. We're just gonna put you right there. I don't know what I broke, but I definitely broke something. Why is there so many boxes in this place? Like, what were you getting delivered all the time? You have, like, too many deliveries. Okay, do we have any more things that are hidden? No. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is mop this place. Oh, it's starting to get pinky. Oh, it's definitely red. Alright, now we're just gonna do this. Aw, it's so nice. So soothing. It's... Okay, there's definitely another speaker somewhere. There has to be. Okay. There has to be like another speaker because I still hear like horror movie sound effects when I go into that room specifically. Is it behind the... Is it in the vents? Did someone put it in the vents and that's what happened? No. No. Eh. Well, we'll figure it out later. Now let's go back up. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to clean that up. There we go. Why do you have a mannequin head? That's not creepy at all. This family was definitely unhinged. Alright, let's clean anything that doesn't need to be here. I can't collect the mannequin head. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay, I can't collect anything yet. Oh my gosh. Wait. Why? What is wrong with this family? Why do you have mannequin head in dryers? Were you losing it long before I got here? Okay. Is there a way that I can, like, turn this off? There has to be, like, a way to, like, turn it off. You know what I mean? I feel like there should be. Alright. It says, Mom is losing it. What I see is a small, malfunction or some kind of glitch for her is hard evidence of us being cursed or even possessed. Her meds either don't work or she isn't even taking them. I don't know where to get help. We're doomed. May God have mercy on my family. Yeah, yeah, you were fucked. You should have left.
No, God didn't help them. It's not really his thing.
Yeah, he's more of the Old Testament type. Alright, let's find... There's still definitely a radio in here. I just don't know where it is. Don't know where the radio is. Oh, wow.
Used for murder or some kind of exorcism? Probably both. Christ almighty.
Did the sound stop when I got rid of the cross? Okay. That's a dark predicament. Alright. Now this place is quiet, which is good. Now we don't have to deal with that anymore. But this area's gotta be pressure cleaned. So let me get my pressure cleaner. Thank you. Actually, let me get it just like fairly close. Oh. There you go. There you go. It's so satisfying. Like, you guys don't know. This is like my favorite thing in the world. Just like, yes, pressure cleaning a crime scene. It's so cathartic and nice and everything's soothing. Sure, yes, someone's bloody guts are on the ceiling and brain matter and stuff like that. And that's definitely gross, but it's gonna look so good when it's done. So good. But yeah. So. But, like I said earlier in the stream, I am going on a hiatus, in early August. So there will be a week where I don't, where I'm not going live. Oh! It's done. Alright. Thank you. On to the next. Shoot. Here. Alright. Back to pressure cleaning. Oh, it's so nice. But yeah, I'm going on a hiatus for early August. Because I gotta go somewhere. But don't worry, you will have videos. I'm just gonna have to pre-record them. I'm hoping I get the animated videos done first. Because I want to have the animated videos go out that week if I could. That would be nice. To like go on a trip and then come back to all of it. Get rid of all the beer bottles. Okay. Get rid of all of this. And this. And this. And this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Oh, this needs a little. Here we go. And then there. Alright, now to mop. And this room will look brand new for the sellers. Okay. There we go. It will look brand new for the sellers. It'll be like nothing ever happened. Sure, they're probably gonna have to live with like a bunch of ghosts. Because this place is, even though it wasn't haunted to start with, it's definitely going to be haunted now. What I've done. There we go. Alright, so now let's refresh this in the bucket below. Alright. I might have to refresh the bucket. There we go. And then I got my other one. And let's go. Yeah. There we go. Get all this blood splatter off. There we go. A little bit on the thing here. Good. It's almost creepier when a house is like has no blood splatter. Like, do you guys agree? Like in that Paranormal Activity. Okay, what fell? What did I drop? In like a Paranormal Activity type of way, where when a house has like no blood splatter, it's a lot creepier. Because you're just like, what is it? What is it? What is it? It's kind of like you're expecting something to like show up behind you. There we go. Yeah, I still need to find wherever that sound is coming from. There we go. Now to put this like this. And put this like this. Alright. Put my hands. There you go. Brand new. Now, let's go and clean the walls because we need to. The walls need to get clean. There. Am I just accidentally clipping through the door? I think... No, I don't think I'm clipping through the door.
These antipsychotics didn't work at all.
Yeah, they definitely did not. Oh, we can't trash them? Oh well. Get the necklace. Watch it be like the cats in the vents or something like that. Alright, so this is gonna go in here. Alright. Now, let's get the mop. Finish cleaning this up. Oh, I need to soak it. Yes, let's soak it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But yeah. I'm so excited to watch all of Danzadon, by the way. This reminds me of Danzadon, by the way. I'm so excited to watch the second season of it, because I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see where it goes and see how what they get up to. Like, Danzadon is not the best story writing. Like, it's good if you want a realistic romance. That one's also a good realistic romance one, but it's not good like, in terms of like story construction, there's a little lacking.
No jump scares. Let's keep it that way.
But I like it because it's like one of those shows I can like turn off my brain for a little bit and just pretend. It's perfect. Oh, I already bloodied this one already? Okay. Let's get this one. Alright, and then let's empty it out. Alright, and let's keep going. But yeah, I'm excited for the next season. I know that there's more people that join the cast because I watch a bunch of like fan AUs of like Danzadon, and of course Apothecary Diaries, because I'm starved for content. I'm just like, I want more Apothecary Diaries. But of course we all know there's nothing anyone can do, because as much as I am starved for content, like, it's not gonna make it to where they can animate stuff any faster. So I'm like, oh, I just have to deal with it. But it would be so cool. Oh. What? So much blood. There you go. There. And then this goes like that. We're gonna clean these. And this place is almost brand new. But yeah, so I'm excited for the second season of Danzadon. And then there was this one anime that I saw that just it's about to come out on Netflix. It's like an Oni demon story thing. I really liked the poster. I thought the poster was really cool, so I was like, I might actually like this one. But I'm holding any reservations till I actually see it, because I'm like, I don't want to be like, oh, this one's definitely amazing, and then like, definitely gonna be amazing, and then I'm like, I don't actually like it. So I'm holding any reservations of what I think of that anime till I watch it. But I'm like, I really hope that it's good. Like, I want it to be good. I want it to be an amazing show that I enjoy. Oh my gosh, there's more. There's so much. This is why I like this UV lamp. The UV lamp is just like so good, because it actually like gives you like a better idea of what you're missing. Is it in the fridge? Why do you have water bottles in the freezer? Okay. But yeah, so I've been like obsessing over that. So I'm excited about it. Ooh, they have a little espresso. I closed this window a while ago. Why is it back open? Alright. There we go. There. Good. Now. Oh, I still gotta clean that. Well, let's take a sponge to it because I know it needs a sponge. Oh! So clumsy. Me. Alright. And then this. On to the next. There we go. Oh, this room already looks so good. Looking so nice. Get all of the stuff that we missed around it. Good. Oh. Covered in blood now. Alright, let me get more of the seat cushions. Good. That's one more. And then let's get this seat cushion and just wipe it down. Get it all nice. There was no blood here. There was definitely no blood. No one died in here. You'll definitely be able to sell this house. Now, you're probably going to have to disclose to the seller that the family died. Hopefully, you don't have to... You're probably not going to... Knowing how real estate works, you're not going to disclose how the family died. You're just going to disclose that a family did die here. So, not a good outcome, but expected. I know this is clean, so I'm just going to put this over here. And then you... No. Just allow me... There we go. God, so frustrating. Let me see how you guys are doing in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys are feeling comfy. You guys doing okay? Yeah, I see you. Check the other side of YouTube. YouTube looks good. Check the vertical. I'm checking everybody. I want to make sure everybody is like feels loved and appreciated. Is my face stuck? Has it been stuck this entire time? Alright, well, is what it is. And let's check on Twitch audience. Hi! Okay, Twitch audience looks good. You see, everything looks good. Alright. Back to crime scene cleaner. Alright. So, this is now clean. There we go. And now, done that, let me get the sponge and wipe down the table, because we need to make sure this table is like clean. Is there anything I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing a portion of this because it didn't like do that like thing it does where it's like, oh yes, it's clean. It's been cleansed. Okay. I feel the table's like not clean enough. But we'll figure it out. How am I supposed to... Okay, this looks clean. Oh, that goes to the chair that I haven't set up yet. Okay. Alright, let me get the sponge so we can clean the vase. Because we do not want to break said vase. We just want to... Oh. Okay. There we go. And then we're gonna take this. Well, oh well. We're just gonna go like that. Now we gotta dump this. Let's go and dump this. But yeah. There. Ah, so nice. I like a haunted house thing. I want to do that hotel one that is like where you manage your own hotel, but you're like a vampire, so you're like feeding off the guests. I kind of want to do that one, but that one I know it's gonna take time for it hasn't come out yet, so it's gonna take a while. But I want it so badly. It would be so cool to do it because it's like kind of a cleaning simulator one, but it's also like hotel management at the same time. So it's like a good mix. Okay, I'm getting dangerously close to the vase, so I'm just gonna... There you go. Good. Oh, shit. There we go. There. There. We're almost done with this area. Alright. Now, we can fix that. Fix that. Yeah, everything looks good so far. Now, we do need to... There we go. We got rid of the trash. Oh, I need to dump this in the bucket. There we go. Dump it in the bucket. I'm definitely still missing some evidence. Okay. Let's see. Let me clean up this part because it's
my janitor training comes in handy once again.
This doesn't have like much that I have to clean up, but it's good to get it done. Oh, I'm starting to get blood on everything. Alright. And then we gotta empty this out. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of this.
Definitely not God's work.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, actually, no, because it, depending upon what, if you read Old Testament, then yeah, definitely, this would be it. But, good. I think this is wine and not blood, because I find with the wine ones, they take longer to get out. Weirdly enough. Alright. This is good. It's funny, it glitches through the floor. At least this is like a helpful glitch. This is not like a bad glitch, it's just like, oh yeah, the like UV thing glitches through the floor, so you're able to see. In some places, even though you shouldn't be able to. Oh, I forgot there's a dead body still here.
Blown right open. Must have been a heavy caliber.
Yeah.
Painted the walls red.
Well, sorry, buddy. You probably should have left your house a long time ago, yet you didn't. Yeah, because there's paw prints that are litter around. I think the only thing that they're haunted by is their cat. If they are haunted. Because that's the only thing that would prove a haunting here. Because there's cat prints where there wouldn't be cat prints. Like, unless a cat can walk on the ceiling and on walls, I don't think a cat can do that. Like, maybe if there's a ledge, but definitely not walk on it. So I think they're definitely haunted by their cat in some way, shape, or form. But I don't think that they're actually... Is this like a side table? You go in here. Where do you go? Actually, I think you might go in the other room. Maybe like right here. Or like right here. Where do you go? And I'll figure it out later. Time to mop the ceiling. And the thing. The chair moved. Yeah. But considering this place glitches out, I wouldn't immediately say ghost for it, because this area glitches out a little bit. Alright, let's get the wall done. Alright. Fix the thing. I'm gonna put this over here so I don't accidentally... Is there anything inside of it? No. Okay. I'm just gonna put you here because I don't want to break you. Because I have a limited amount of trash bags and I'm not about to have that problem. Alright, let me move my... That was not what I was intending. I was gonna say I was gonna move my UV filter thing here. There you go. Found it. So, now we're gonna go do end this, and we're gonna clean this. It's gonna be such a... It's gonna be so soothing. What bothers me is this one doesn't... These two, they don't like, get a full wipe. No. I'm, like, scared to knock it over. There. Alright. Alright. Make sure there's nothing on it. Nothing. Oh. And then turn on my little lamp. Is there any blood on you? In any way? No? Good. Where does the chair go? You go here? I don't think you go here. Go somewhere. I'm gonna figure it out. I feel you go here. But I can't quite put my finger on where it goes. Oh my fucking gosh. No. Of course I would break the expensive vase. Of course. Alright. There we go. Now I gotta figure out where does some of this furniture go. Alright. Oh, that's why. Okay, so the round table goes there. Where did I put the round table? I put it there. There we go. Got your character only showing up to clean, not exercise on the house. Because I'm back in the money. Right back. Yeah. I just... the good thing is it's giving me a sense of satisfaction and joy. So yes, while these people did die in a horribly gruesome fashion, they're also, you know, their death helps me feel good. Okay, maybe if I put this over here, they won't notice. Right? Get the idea? We're just gonna put this here. And like, no one's gonna notice that there was supposed to be a different vase there. Definitely. That's definitely how that's gonna work. Okay. Oh, that's where the stool goes. There we go. Now we found it. Good, good, good. Okay. And... oh, wow, I missed that. Now, what am I missing in terms of blood? Oh, yeah, I'm missing that. Okay. Good. Alright. So now it's looking nice. Looking real nice. Alright. So, let's see. Anything else in this room? Ooh. Am I supposed to, like, disengage, like...
It's not like they need it anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Anything else I want? In this room, is there anything I'm missing? Ooh, there's a little bit of blood. Yes, a roll.
I've got a hunch on who the family favorite was.
Yes, definitely. We all know it was the cat. Alright. This is looking good. Though, it's got a weird, like, why do you have so much space in the middle of your room? Like, it feels like you mismanaged this place. Like, cause, like, unless you're having, like, literal line dancing sessions here, I can't see how you would just not have anything in the middle of your room. It's so weird to me. Like, having nothing in the middle of your room. Like, to have that much wasted square feet. Oh yeah, the ceiling. I forgot. Alright. So, I definitely need to get my pressure washer for that, because I'm not going to be able to reach it with my mop. At least the ground floor is almost done. We still haven't found one of the evidence things on the ground floor. That's the only thing that I'm like, okay, we're missing something in terms of evidence. And I think it's a stupid speaker. I think it's a stupid speaker that we are missing. Oh, I have to fill this up. Alright. Let's see. Go down this way. There. And then we're just gonna do this. And then we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna turn this on. And then I'm just gonna grab this. And we're gonna go like this. In a way, this could be it's a nice family home. When you think about it. Ooh, we got the blood done. Alright. No more blood in this room. Anything else I'm missing? Ooh, treasure. And then you. There. Anything I'm missing? No. Let's go in here. See if I'm missing anything in here. Any valuables. Or secrets. We're eventually gonna find all the secrets, and then everything will be perfect. Alright. Now... there's definitely one in here. I just don't know where. Ooh, I gotta jump. That one. Yeah. Check in here. Any secrets in here? Ooh. Didn't see the ring. anything? Don't see anything. Because the only thing we're missing is collecting the evidence. And I don't know what evidence we didn't collect. So, let me see. I want to finish this house. I want to be like done. We're gonna have to find it later. There's always a secret, so we'll find probably a secret, and then that'll lead us to where we need to go. There. Yay. It says first floor. So are we in Europe? Or whoever modeled this, are they in Europe? Because in like the States, we don't like first floor is the ground floor. Did that head move? That head was definitely not there. Yes, the head moved. The head moved. The head moved. The head was there. And now it's over there. Die. There we go. There's a chair missing. Or, oh, it's in the wrong place. That's what's wrong with it. Anything else in this room? No. Alright. On to the next. Okay, that was definitely not there a second ago. I don't think. Yeah, this place is definitely haunted now. I don't think it was haunting before I got here. Is that clipping? Is that an error? I think that's an error with the screen. Here we go. There. A little bit on the floor. It's gonna be all good. And wipe this up. I thought I picked this up. I definitely picked one up. Did we just get another one? Did another one just summon itself? All right. Alright. Almost got rid of all the trash, at least. Here we go. Is that the UV light? Yeah, it glitches through the thing. So if you see a little bit of blue, that it's the UV light that's on in the ground floor, that's glitching through the ceiling. So now that's red though. Did I anger it? Alright, let's bring the UV thing up here. And let's bring also the other one, this. Place is so, like, the vibes are all wrong in this place. Alright. We definitely got our work cut out for us. Let's steal what we can. There. Alright, let's get this done.
I work in mysterious ways.
Yep. So nice. Yeah. Do you guys want to know a dumb thing my brother did this morning? My brother, he needed to drop off his car at the mechanic. So he drives to the mechanic. He drops off his car because he has to do, there's something with the AC. Because the AC is still acting up. So he goes to the place. He drops off the car. And then my mom, she's like, "Oh yeah, I have to like drop off the younger kids, so I can't like help you. I can't help you. Go find an Uber." Right? You know, like a logical person. You know, go get an Uber. And what my brother decides to do is, I don't know what it is that they're weirded out by Ubers or stuff like that, but both my brothers, my younger brothers, refuse to get in Ubers. I'm talking about an almost 23-year-old boys. Like 23-year-old men. And yet they're scared of Uber. So what he ended up doing is walking across 3 lanes of highway for an hour to get back to the house. And I'm like, you could've, and he's like, it's too much work. I'm like, literally downloading the app. From downloading the app and loading your card to setting up the ride, it would have taken you 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes at most, waiting for the driver to, like, go and pick you up. And you chose to go and wait, to go and walk an hour? The logic was not logicking with my brother. And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, I do not understand you, little bro. Still don't. But right now he's gonna hitch a ride to go back to the mechanic. Because he's gotta go and pick up the car in like an hour. So he's gonna pick up his car after he had decided to walk. Okay, I don't think the screen said I'm watching you before this, but oh well. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, I forgot a spot. There we go. Oh, I ran out. Chill. Chill. Ugh. Been all sneezy today. I've been all sneezy today, and it's been weird. I've been like, oh my gosh, why am I sneezing so much? Like, I did take a shower, but I made sure to blow dry my hair, so it shouldn't be that. Let me see. Anything else in the room? There. Let me trash this stuff that I accidentally broke. Good. You got rid of the trash. Let me see. Is there anything else? In here? Oh yeah, there's still stuff for me to do. Alright, we're almost there. At least. Alright, let's grab the phone. Adam. My mom is scaring me, dude. What? Why? Adam, I wake up and she's standing over my bed praying. Oh my gosh, that would be a terrifying sight. Paul, didn't know she was so religious. Adam, she wasn't. But now she thinks the devil lives in our house and I'm packing my things and moving out of this place. Oh wow, so he actually would have survived if he packed up like a day before. Oh, poor guy. Well,
religious fanatics. Sometimes your mom is one of them.
Yeah, sometimes. got a lot of... See, anything else that I can find in here? Alright. So for now, you grab my mop. And then that. Now let's go. That's good. We're definitely gonna investigate and try to find a key or something, because I have a feeling there's a secret room. Because, like, there has to be a secret room. There's almost always a secret room. I know. There we go. Anything else? House always has a secret room. It's not just that. In this game, there's always secret rooms. So you always you're conditioned to expect a secret room. If I don't see a secret room, I'm gonna be shocked. All right. Mm-hmm. It's understandable, completely. Let me see. I don't think there's any more on here. Let me see. Does it make the right sound? Yes, it does. Alright. It lets you know, at least, like, if you hear a sound effect, you know you didn't clean it right. Okay, is there any more furniture? It says I have to move furniture. Am I missing any furniture? And there was footprints that went to this wall. And I feel like that's a secret room. Where'd the head go now? Oh, the head's still there. Oh, I need to charge my phone. Let me grab my charger. Plus, I need a drink. My charger. That's the one good thing about this game. It doesn't really have jump scares. This game never really has jump scares. Like, once in a while, you'll get, like, a body that falls from the ceiling. Like, once in a while. But generally, there's no jump scares. Nothing's gonna pop out at you. It's just soothing and cleaning. And later on, stuff gets time sensitive eventually. But for now, everything is like, I can finish it in my own time, which I prefer. I like how soothing it is going and finishing things on my own terms. Let me see. This room didn't really have anything going on, and that's what bothers me. Let's open all of these. Try opening. Anything? Okay. Oh, let me steal the ring. There we go. And you get extra points if you, okay, good. I wanted to make sure there was nothing on that computer. There's still evidence on the ground floor. It says evidence on the ground floor. This is the only creepy thing. Because look at this. Right? The reflections, they show the reverse of the room. The reverse of the room. With blood spatter. Even though I've cleaned it. Because it makes 10 times harder to play when you're worried. Yeah. Because then it just takes time. It takes longer. And I prefer... Personally, I'm one of those that prefers if, like, I have to take my time. I'd rather take my time and not have to worry about anything, because then I know for sure we're getting everything and we're finding all the secrets, and this is a good, fun game with collectibles. So it's always fun finding what the secrets are. Let me look at this again. No. No. Okay. There's always, like, little secrets that you can look for. But you have to, like, actually be, like, combing through the place. That's the only downside with this game. If you're not actively combing through the place, you're not gonna find it. Found it.
Such a little device. So much carnage.
Yay! There was COD zombie map that had that. It was the worst because it affected it would do press the buttons in the wrong enough time. I know. I hate it whenever you like press buttons and it's all wrong and hard. This is also a creepy thing because it shows a room that doesn't exist. Because there's some, like, this window, that's not supposed to be there. You see how this doesn't exist, right? When you look into this window. And so that's what's got me suspicious, is that, is there something here? And then we got our rubber duckies. Okay. I'm trying to find the secret. Because there's always a secret. Where is the secret? I feel it's this wall. Let me see. Move the furniture back in its place. Let me see. Let's move the boxes. I feel if I move the boxes, we're gonna find something. No. That's also something disconcerting. This was down the hallway. On the first floor, the ground floor. I didn't bring that back up here. So, that's kind of creepy. So. There. Anything else in this room? Oh. For a second, I thought the door disappeared. Okay. Leave the crime scene. I could, but I want to know if we got any secrets. Worst case scenario, what's missing left in the house? Nothing. There's nothing left. It's just, now it's secret time. So looking for anything that we could steal. And also, like, taking anything that's ours. Because I've never left anything at any of these crime scenes, but of course. There. I've never left anything at the crime scenes, but I would assume with this game, you would probably lose it. Considering how that works. Alright, and then I'm gonna go and hold this. Alright, what I am gonna do is I'm going to look to see if there's any secret that I'm missing. Haunted house robbery, always great. That's the great thing about it. You get extra skill points if you go and steal stuff. So you're encouraged in this game to steal anything and everything that's not nailed down. So I'm gonna check on YouTube if there's anything I'm missing. Because I do not want to miss a secret. Because I haven't missed a secret yet. And if I can't figure it out now, I want to see if maybe. Okay. Crime. Scene. Crime scene cleaner. Secrets. Let's see. Stupid commercials. Why do they always have to put commercials when you're looking for shit? Okay. Toxic glove. Okay, so considering that the most replayed, it's funny. It says the most replayed section is the secret room thing. Yes. Okay, so now I know how to get to it. So if you notice, this sconce is askew. Alright. I knew there was something here. Get that fat stack of cash. Oh, there goes the face. Yeah, I'll wipe the blood. The cat definitely haunts this place. Okay. Oh, shit. Cats went into the vent. The cat vented. Alright. The dead cat vented. Now we gotta find the dead cat. Alright, and then what I'm gonna do is... The cat is sussy, yes. Alright, and then... There you go. Alright, let's... See? He went in the vent. Oh my gosh, because I didn't... Oh my gosh, this cat. I love that the cat is actually haunting you. Like, it's haunting the house. I think that's a very funny thing. I like that as the alternative. There's always something funny in terms of these. Where, like, what you expected is, like, turns out to be, like, something funnier. Where, like, one of my favorite secrets we found was that they recreated Lady and the Tramp, but with all the ducks in one of the apartment buildings. Like, but you had to go to, like, a secret roof access to get to it. There. Let's go downstairs, because I have a feeling... I have a feeling that there's something going on downstairs with the cat. There has to be. Go in here. No? Nothing else? Alright. Let me check. One more. Let me see if there's any more to it. Maybe there's no more upstairs, but we'll see if there's more to it. So yeah, I was right. The minute I grabbed the cassette, there was another cassette. Okay, that wasn't a glitch. Secret 2 is in the kitchen. That one I found. Alright. So we found all the secrets for today. Good, good, good. Alright. We found the secrets! Yay, we did it. Alright. Yeah, the cat's dead. I think what happened is that the cat's been dead. Like, the cat died. The cat has been haunting them. But, as an added bonus, not only was the cat haunting them, but then this guy decided to go and do the whole, oh, everything, let's drive these people out of the house by making everything demonic. And so, probably the mom was already, like, starting to lose her mind. Like, because the cat had, like, decided to, you know, are we locked in the house? No, okay. The mom actively lost her mind, and that's probably why. Yes, I'll proceed. I think that the mom actually lost her mind because of the cat, and then the guy definitely didn't help. And then everything spiraled out of control, and then they died. All 3 bodies. No secret bodies. Yeah, I think that's why. Deception. Decor. Yas. Okay. And how much money we get with the thing? Yeah! So many skill points. And 2 secrets that we don't know about. Alright. Alright, so good. Go to our house. Still dirty as hell. Like, this guy hasn't invested in cleaning that much. Okay, why is this... Look at this bowl. This bowl is, like, shaking. It's quaking. Oh my gosh. Our little Dexter. Hi, Dexter.
Who's a good boy?
You're the best boy. You're the bestest boy. You're the bestest boy, Dexter. You deserve all the love and all the cuddles and all of the stuff.
Who's a
You're just the
good boy?
sweetest.
Not me. That's
I know
for
it's waiting for
sure.
cereal. Alright, one more for the road, because you get 4. Good boy. Stay there. Alright, let's check our emails. Oh, and before I forget, let's update our skill tree. Alright, let's see what we want to get. So, we can upgrade the mop. We can... This one will increase the speed of using the mop and the sponges by 10%. Careful cleaning. Mop will no longer leave blood stains. Oh my gosh, that would be so good. Increases the capabilities. Increases all stats even further. Self-cleaning attachment. Ooh. Actually, that would be so good. Like, real good. Like, stores water attachment. Oh my gosh. A nice bowl of haunted cereal. Full possession. Sounds great in the morning. Yup, definitely. And then what does this one say? Use 2 sponges at the same time. Akimbo style. Okay. Cool. That's an option. Let's check here. Increases the stats of the pressure washer. Increases all stats. So all this does is just continues to increase the stats of the pressure washer. Which I don't hate. I would probably do that. Increases the tank capacity. This is not really needed, considering that we can take it anywhere. You can carry the pressure washer on your back, though. That'd be cool. Dual akimbo sponge. Hell yeah. Increases the garbage detection range. We don't really need that, per se. Bag capacity would be nice. Would be nice. This would disable increased range. We can just get one of these and then one of these, and then that will work together. Everybody told me this doesn't, like, this one's not worth it. I fully upgraded that, so I don't need to worry about that. You could put 2 detergents in the bucket. Cool, but not really needed. Increases the quantity, number of all detergents. Gives you unlimited detergent use. That's actually kind of useful. Increases the bucket capacity. 25% more water allows you to clean your tools more times before it gets dirty. That's actually useful. an additional bucket. It would be nice to have another bucket. The bucket holds 25% more water, allows you to clean your tools when they get dirty. Pour 3 detergents in the bucket. Okay. Power the detergent by 10%. So once you get to here, it's, if this is fully upgraded, it doesn't really matter. Increases the duration of cleaner scents by 1 second. Reduces the cooldown time of cleaner scents by 1 second. Without limits. So like, eventually I can just unlock this and just continue to spam cleaner scents. They told me this one does nothing. Step ladder. Most places have ladders. But an axe would be good. Axe would be good. So, generally, I think increases tool resistance in the cleaning area. Let me see. Strength of all surfaces. By 20% and difficult surfaces by 15. That would be good to upgrade this. You can't do it right now, but it would be good. Alright. Detergent increases the washing surface area. Slows down the rate in which tools get stained. Ooh. Okay, this one, I like this one. So maybe we might do that. What's this one? Uses of all detergents by 1. Would be nice. Okay. I think what we're gonna do pressure washer. Yeah, it does help with extra cleaning. I think possibly I do want to one thing I want to do is upgrade when we get a chance this. Ooh, but the mop gets stained 2% slow. At 25% slower. Ooh. But we got a pressure washer for difficult stains. We don't really use the sponge much. So we don't really use this much. So I'm going to hold off on this one. Careful cleaner. Okay. Yeah. Better job, which means more money. It's not that it gives you more money, it's that you could get the job done faster. And when this game starts getting into the later chapters, you start having a lot more bodies to deal with. Carry additional mop. Ooh, that would be good. Additional sponge dough. We already have a mop. So getting an additional sponge would be nice. Mop and sponge can no longer leave bloodstains. I want that. But that's not as important. So let's do this one, because this one is a permanent one. Once we put it on this, because the problem with the detergents, you only are able to use them for a short amount of time. And as long as you're only allowed to use them for each bucket you do it. So like for every time I change out the water, that the detergent goes away. So I think increasing this and then increasing this and then increases all stats further. But self-cleaning dough. I want to do the self-cleaning. Because, like, we use the mop for almost everything, right? So, if we can just, like, just store water in the mop instead, and we don't have to take a bucket everywhere, like, that'd be amazing. But wait, store water in an attachment enables one-time cleaning of mop without... So wait, does that mean that it only does it once? Or that it, like... No. Throw some in the bucket and makes it easier. Yeah. Let me see. What we could do, in terms of the bucket... We gotta do this one anyway, so... Pour 2 detergents in the bucket. We want to get to this one. So what we can do is... Let's say we do this, and we do this. That gets rid of 4 of our skill tree. 4 points on our skill tree. So we would have 4 left. Then... we would get this one. We get this one. Which would then... because this one doesn't really matter. It's just getting to closer to this. Or... what we do... we can also do is just... increase the cleaning coverage for the pressure washer. And then that leaves 2 more. 2 more points. 2 more points, which then we would have to use it on something. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, this is what we'll do. This, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this one and this one. We're gonna leave this one alone because we don't know what it does. I'm gonna have to look this one up. But that's 4. That brings us to 2. Then we'll go and we'll activate. Let me see. We can activate step ladder, or we can activate this. Like bar soap, either mop bucket. Yeah. What does this do? Let me see. I can't read it from where it is. Increases tank capacity. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'll do. We'll do increase tank capacity. We're gonna do this one for the radius, which will apply. Then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this one where we're gonna add the slower and this one. That way, we have our mop is the strongest we can make it, considering we're gonna need it. Eventually, we'll speed it up, right? We'll get to speed it up. And then the pressure washer we're gonna use more. I already know we're gonna probably use it more, so it's gonna matter. And then eventually, next stream, if we have extra points, we'll do, let me see. What does the foam cannon do? You can use detergent with the pressure washer. This one, I would do the foam cannon with the pressure washer once we have the soap at infinite. Because if we have the soap at infinite, then it doesn't matter. It won't be limited anymore. So we would then get to use the pressure washer, and then that will make our jobs easier. Tank capacity again, tank capacity again, and then the last upgrade's down there. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And eventually we'll upgrade the pressure washer to be fully upgraded. We want it fully upgraded. This doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, like, it just is like, okay, we'll just have more trash bags that we can trash. But yeah. Alright, so that's good. We're just gonna... Alright, so we did that. We're just gonna do that. It regenerates clean. Alright. You didn't let me down, that's for sure. The sudden vanishing act of all the folks in the house is one heck of a way to drive down its price. Not exactly what I had in mind initially, but hey, it did the trick. Alright. Cool. So, now we're gonna go and escape that. We're gonna go to bed. Why did the frame rate go so low? Okay, things are definitely haunted, because this, I don't think this chair was here a second ago. I'm getting like a ton of screen tearing all of a sudden. Alright. Yes.
Gentlemen, Big Jim. We've let him do what
It made a sound before you made it upstairs. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it's time we teach this motherfucker who real.
Did someone call for Big Jim?
Are we in The Sopranos now? Are we getting the Sopranos ending? Oh my gosh. Well, we got the Sopranos ending that everybody was looking for.
No, please, please. I swear, I won't tell him.
Too much talking.
Yep. Oh, we got pizza. Alright. Find the phone. Where's my phone now? Where the hell did it go? Definitely not here. Jim is like the mob boss, the gang guy that is our like liaison, is probably like, man, it's taking you forever to answer your stupid phone.
This is Jim. What you did at Mike's was good, but we've got bigger fish to fry tonight. I have to take care of some backstabbing fuckers scheming against me at Matteo's Pizza. What can I say? There will be blood, so prepare some body bags, Kowalski. A whole lot of them.
So now I'm eating their last pizza?
Yep. That's sad. You find out your favorite pizza place is no longer gonna be there. Elena. Oh, our kid. Hey, Dad. It's a tough day. I just needed to get this out. I made some friends, but some kids are stupid. I told Katie that my dad works as a janitor, and then the whole table started laughing at me. It was so mean. Everyone was mocking me. I was so done with it. I just had to leave. Don't worry, Dad. I know you work really hard, and I'm glad to be your daughter. Please give Daxter a nice treat for me. Love you. Aww. Why would they make fun of you? You've got cancer. That's a hate crime. Like, that's basically making fun of a Make-A-Wish. Oh, 11 bodies. Wow, that's a lot. I knew there was going to be more. You did great at Mike's Wellness Center, but that was just an appetizer. Compare with the next task I have for you. Take all the supplies you need and head to Matteo's Pizza. Expect a bloodbath. Yep. We're accepting it. Alright. Well, that'll be for next time. So, now we know what we are going to be doing next time. We're going to be going and cleaning up some mob boss. A bloodbath from a mob boss. So, that's cool. But yeah, we had today was really good. We'll probably do crime scene cleaner next week, depending upon how engrossed I get into Poppy Chapter 4. We'll see how crazy it gets. But once we're gonna get into Poppy Chapter 4 on Friday. We'll see how big that becomes. It might be very good. Like, to be honest, like, I really hope that the game doesn't glitch out very much. Like Chapter 3 did. Yeah, 11 a.m. again. I'm thinking about possibly YouTube finally gave me like you guys's information of when you come online, like get online. I have enough people now that they're able to give me that information, and so I see that you guys come online like around like 9 o'clock. So I've been thinking about maybe doing 10, but for right now it's hard for me to get used to 11 already. So I'm just like, I'm not messing with the time till I am like very used to 11, and then I'll be like, okay, maybe switch it to 10. But I'm gonna try testing posting at like 9 o'clock for you guys, because now that I have the numbers of when you guys get online, I can post, you know, when it makes more sense. So yeah, we're doing it at 11 again. Let's hope YouTube doesn't glitch. We will be on Wednesday playing Lost Records Bloomin' Rage tape 2, because I have to finish that one. I have to finish it. I've been trying to finish it, but the problem is every time I play that one's also another game where that every time I play it, it glitches out. And that one, it doesn't just glitch out where you have to start the game. That has a completely different glitch. That one's glitch is that it will shut down the whole computer system. So it will shut down the game first, and then it will shut down the whole stream. And it does that every single time. And I just hope I can finish the stream before it shuts everything down. Yeah, it's like super buggy. It's super buggy. It's really good. It looks amazing. But the fact is that my computer can't handle that game. My computer can't handle that game, and it just keeps glitching out whenever I go and do it. And the problem is, I've committed so much time to Lost Records. It wouldn't be fair for people who like that game to be like, oh yeah, I'm not going to finish Lost Records just because, like, I can't. I am not trying to, I do not want to expand the list of games I've abandoned, because I still have one game, like, one of my notorious games I abandoned. I still am mad about it, because it glitched, and it's Saviorless. Saviorless, I was never able to go and do it. Have you tried changing any of the settings? I have tried changing settings. I've tried going and seeing if maybe it was my OBS connection or anything like that. Nope. It's literally that the game just runs too much information, even on its lowest setting. It runs worse than if I were to play Poppy on its high setting. So imagine how bad that is. So I can't actively play it. Yeah, it's like very bugged out. So literally, I just want to finish that game for them. I don't want to have it become like Saviorless, where I didn't end up finishing Saviorless because it glitched out at the final boss, and I wasn't able to finish that game, because if you can't kill the boss, kind of defeats the purpose of a boss fight, you know? That one I was so mad. I'm still mad about Saviorless. The fact that they created a boss fight that glitches, so that way you get insta-killed if you even touch the floor. Which is annoying. I literally just kept on getting insta-killed in that game, and I lost hope. And what makes that stream worse is that stream, I was having audio problems that time. So even if I were to go back, it's not even worth it. No one really liked that game anyways. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna finish Bloom and Rage. We're gonna finish Poppy Chapter 4, and then right after we finish Poppy, I'm gonna do Bendy Dark Revival. We're gonna do Bendy Dark Revival, and then I go on hiatus for a week, and then we got a couple more things that we gotta do. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. I will see you guys Wednesday for Bloom and Rage, which I am excited about. And that, oh, and I forgot to talk about my little hair butterflies. As you can see, I have little butterfly clips. And for those of you who are wondering why the butterflies are blue, if you don't know, there's a species of butterfly that actually feeds on dead bodies. They're called the purple emperor butterflies, and this is what they look like. They're so cute. They kind of look like monarch butterflies, but with like eyes. Their shape of their wings are made to look like the eyes of like hawks at the bottom, and then they're like blue, and they're so cute. Yes, thank you. But yeah, I wanted to wear these because they were just like, oh, they're so cute, you know, and it was fitting for the game. But you have a wonderful day, Super Julio. Yes, I love it. I painted it myself. I was just like, they look so cute. They look cute, and like the reason why they're blue, by the way, it's because of the composition of the food they eat. So because the rotting flesh turns their color pigmentation blue. So they have this beautiful hue because they eat rotting flesh and people sweat. So if you see this thing in the wild, if it's on you, it's drinking your sweat. But I'll let you go.